Rise and grind, DMV. Happy Saturday. We are waking up to cloudy conditions out there, but the good news is temperatures will be on the warmer side, but we are tracking a few showers. So keep it here. Breakdown of that forecast is coming up.
And ahead on DC News Now, police searching for additional suspects in the killing of a 2-year-old. Those close to the family speaking out about the tragedy. And tomorrow, it's Super Bowl 58. Kansas City Chiefs and San Francisco 49ers facing off in Las Vegas. We're live from Allegiant Stadium this morning. And from Super Bowl to Super Savings, we're stretching your dollar with the best grocery store deals ahead of that big game.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good morning. Coming up on 8 o'clock on this Saturday, it is a beautiful start to your morning. The sun trying to peek out today, but that sunshine we saw yesterday might not come back today. Brittany Ward will have a check of your forecast in just a bit. But first, we want to say good morning. Thank you for joining us here on DC News Now. I'm Joseph Akile. We'll get to our top stories in just a bit. But first, Brittany, like we saw in that live cam, the sun really trying to come out, but we're not going to see much of it today, are we?
Yeah, that's the key word. It's trying to peek through those clouds in the nation's capital. But overall, we are going to be dealing with cloudy skies as we head through much of your day today. And then we are tracking some showers as we head through the second half of your morning. So let's actually take a look at satellite and radar, kind of showing you the overall picture. We do have a thick cloud deck right now across the metro area, which is why we're really not seeing any peaks of sunshine. But as you head further off to the north and the west, you guys saw a little bit of a peak of sunshine there in Hagerstown and Martinsburg, West Virginia, but now you are slowly starting to see those clouds begin to filter their way into the area, and that will be the trend as we head through much of the day today. The good news is temperature wise going to be mild out there. Morning lows were in the 40s, and now we're sitting at 50 degrees right now in the nation's capital. 54 as you head over there to Lexington Park, 43 there in Leesburg. Woodstock, though, looks like you're still the cool spot, coming in the upper 30s. And the good news is we'll be back in the 60s as we head through your day today. So keep it here. Full check of that forecast is coming up.
All right, Brittany, looking forward to it. Your time coming up on 8:02. New this morning, DC Fire and EMS are investigating a fire on the 1700 block of Florida Avenue Northwest. Fire crews got on the scene at about 3 this morning. They say the fire was contained to the front wall and roof of that commercial building. Smoke, they say, did extend to an adjacent building. No injuries were reported. The cause of the fire is under investigation. Also developing now, DC police are investigating a shooting in the Anacostia neighborhood where police shot a man. Police say it happened shortly before 7 p.m. yesterday in the 1400 block of Bangor Street Southeast. Investigators say officers were patrolling the area when they tried to stop a man and he started running. When police followed, they say the man pulled out a firearm and fired towards police. Officials say police returned fire and the suspect was hit, taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
We've heard from our community members over and over and over again that they want to see us present in these places, and we are here. Our officers were exactly where we needed them to be, doing exactly what we needed them to do in this particular area.
It's unknown how many shots were fired and how many officers were involved. Investigators say the officers were not in full uniform at the time, but had on body cameras. Still in the district, police are looking for this man they believe may be behind a deadly attack in downtown D.C. Police say the homicide happened last Friday in the 1100 block of 15th Street Northwest. The victim, Vivek Taneja, they say, died from his injuries earlier this week. And several teens arrested yesterday after a shooting scare in Montgomery County. Police say they responded to reports of shots fired near Sligo Middle School in Silver Spring. Police say the group ran toward the school, forcing a brief lockdown. Officers recovered 2 BB guns and shell casings from a handgun. No injuries were reported. A drone was used to find the teens, who were later released to their parents. Your time is 8:03, and police are looking for additional suspects in that shooting that killed this 2-year-old boy in Prince George's County. 2 people have already been arrested for the shooting. The shootout that also injured the toddler's mother happened Thursday in Langley Park. Our Yamari Sase spoke with those close to the family.
A life cut too short.
Un niño, bueno, para mí era muy lindo.
He was a lovely child. I just love children. My personality is to cherish them, fall in love with them. That joy was Jeremy. Norma Beltran was 2-year-old Jeremy Pucasares' nanny. She's struggling to process how something like this could happen. I saw him laying down and I said, no, 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 it can't be Jeremy. Jeremy and his mother were walking Thursday just before dark when police say 4 men in a gold carjack SUV got out and started shooting at another group of people right here at this Langley Park apartment complex.
When she heard the first set of gunshots, she tried to run away with her baby, and the baby got shot, and she got shot as well.
Rosa Casares, the 17-year-old mother, is expected to survive. Jeremy did not.
Anytime a child dies, it angers even the community and even other potential bad guys, so to speak. Even they don't like to see young people and old people pass away.
And that anger led community members to come forward, which helped police arrest 2 men.
Community stepped up like no other. They were cooperative, helped our detectives develop information and evidence to get some arrest in this case.
33-year-old Israel Fuentes and 28-year-old Johnny Alejandro Tercios are accused of killing Jeremy and injuring his mother. Police say they're now working to make 2 more arrests in this case.
The life of this young mother, without her child for the rest of her life, she won't get sleep every night either. Got to put the guns down.
Such a heartbreaking story. Over now in the district, neighbors in Navy Yard say thieves are increasingly targeting cars parked in secure parking garages. It's an issue neighbors tell us is getting worse. Now, earlier this week, the apartment complex Dock 79 informed residents of the recent car breakings. According to D.C. police data, about 500 cars have been stolen so far this year. Now, while it is unclear how many were stolen from garages, tenants at that apartment complex say their buildings have been sending out emails about those break-ins.
Just in our building alone, there was 3 or 4 SUVs stolen right out of there. It's gated, it's a really nice area, so it's like shocking that this is happening.
The complex, I think they should be on it and aware of what's going on and report it immediately.
I personally choose to park on the street. I think there's just more people, whereas in the garage it's a little bit more contained.
Now, police are encouraging people to buy steering wheel locks, park in well-lit areas, and take any key fobs or USB cables out of your car when parking. A former Maryland dentist has been sentenced after pleading guilty to stealing millions of dollars in Medicaid. Prosecutors say Saeed Tofig defrauded the program by practicing dentistry without a license. Officials say Tofig owned several dental practices with his brother, including the Greenbelt Family Dentistry and the Rockville Family Dentistry. 8:07 and a heads up for Metro riders. Starting today, the red line will be closed between Tacoma and Rhode Island Avenue. Now, this means there will be no service at Fort Totten or Brooklyn stations. Shuttle buses will run in place of those trains, and the green line will still operate at Fort Totten. Trains will also be single tracking between McPherson Square and Smithsonian on the orange, blue, and silver lines. And a heads up, several roads will be closed tomorrow for DC's Chinese New Year celebration. Starting at 9 a.m., 8th Street Northwest between 6th and 7th Streets will be closed. 6th Street from 8th Street to Massachusetts Avenue Northwest will also be blocked off. I Street Northwest from 5th to 7th Street will be closed as well. Happening today, D.C. Department of Transportation is proposing improvements to pedestrian guardrails on the William Howard Taft Memorial Bridge. City data shows half of the 26 bridge fatalities in the district since 2010 happened on that bridge. Now, they believe a barrier will reduce the potential of those incidents. The topic will be discussed at an 11 a.m. meeting today at the Oyster Adams Bilingual School. And for those on the roads this weekend, Virginia State Police will be stepping up patrols on I-66. In Maryland, police will be along I-495 and I-270. State police are asking drivers to designate a sober driver if their big game party involves alcohol. It's all part of an effort to reduce the number of fatal crashes to 0 during enforcement periods. Now, enforcement focuses on 4 key causes of fatal crashes: distracted driving, impaired driving, speed, noncompliance, and not wearing a seatbelt. All right, your time is 8:08, and check it out. Speaking of football, a Gaithersburg native nominated for the NFL's Fan of the Year award. Monica Blakely was named the Commanders' Fan of the Year, which put her in the running for the league's award. But this isn't the first time she's been a part of NFL history. Blakely was the one that made the famous split jacket and shoes that Donna Kelsey wore in last year's Super Bowl to support her sons, Travis and Jason. Now, her creations are now immortalized in the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio.
Obviously sitting down and watching the game of the year, right? And then seeing something of mine on there, I mean, it's unbelievable.
Now, while the title was ultimately given to Green Bay Packers fan Tom Gross, Blakely is honored to have been nominated. Meantime, Prince William County Police also sharing tips to stay safe during this big game weekend. And it's not just advice for those party goers, but also people hosting those big game parties. Those hosts are encouraged to serve lots of food, especially snacks that are high in protein. Police say you should include lots of non-alcoholic beverages. They say you should stop serving and drinking alcohol at the end of the third quarter and make sure to appoint a designated driver in advance. And don't hesitate to call a cab or rideshare if needed. Your time is 8:10 this morning. We are only a day away. Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas is almost upon us. And who better to preview the game than a guy who used to play at Allegiant Stadium, the same guy who also played for the Niners in a past Super Bowl. Joining us now, Justine Waldman is live outside the stadium with more on the outlook for Sunday. Justine, good morning.
Good morning from a windy Las Vegas. We're now just one day away from the Super Bowl being played here at Allegiant Stadium behind me. Fans and football superstars are now starting to show up here in really big numbers. And that includes a former 49er who is here now to celebrate a local veteran. We're talking about quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo. He played for the Niners for several years, including during that 2020 Super Bowl run. He had an event on Friday, and Garoppolo now plays for the Las Vegas Raiders and was nominated for this year's NFL Salute to Service Award. He worked with USAA to give a veteran and their family Super Bowl tickets, and Jimmy G shared how great it is to give back. He also had some advice for his former teammate and current Niners quarterback, Brock Purdy.
It's always been a soft spot in my heart. My grandpa and my uncle both served in the Marines, and so that's kind of where it all stemmed back from. When I was a little kid, they would always tell us cool stories, and I really got into it. So there's just a little way. I mean, those guys put their lives on the line for us, give so much that there's just a little way of giving back to them. Keep it simple, man. Just be yourself. He's played a hell of a year. You got to remember what got you there and what you did and the routine to get you there. I think all those little things, just be yourself, do what got you there, and let the rest take care of itself, man. Let the chips fall as they may in Vegas.
All right, so Jimmy G also gave his Super Bowl predictions, and he's going against his former team. He picked the Chiefs to win by single digits. He does think, though, it's going to be a tight game. So here's what's happening today in Las Vegas. Both teams are resting. They have a day to get mentally prepared for the big game. Also let their bodies heal up one more time before they come back here on Sunday to Allegiant Stadium to play in the Super Bowl. Live in Las Vegas, I'm Justine Waldman. I'll send it back to you.
Hi, Justine. Before I let you go, I know a lot of people must be betting one way or the other on one thing or the other. The props are some of the most fun people can bet on in the big game. So what are some of the ones that catch your eye?
I thought one of the more interesting prop bets that was out there was how long Reba McEntire's Star Spangled Banner performance is going to be. So there's an over-under on whether or not it's going to be 90.5 seconds. So what do you think? Over or under 90.5 seconds? That's the bet.
I say over. I 100, Justine, I say over for sure. If I'm a betting person, that's where I'm going.
Over?
Yeah.
All right, then just for fun, I'm going to go under to keep it interesting.
All right, we'll catch up on social media and see how this goes. Thank you for being live with us, Justine. Thank you. All right, it's 8:13. Brittany, can I just get your attention?
Let me tell you something. Aren't you happy? Or I should say, thank God the week is done. That's all I'm going to say right there. Look. Overall, though, Tosin, we are going to be seeing above average temperatures as we head through your day today. Still going to be on the warmer side, but we are going to be tracking some showers as we head through your day today. The good news is it's not going to be a complete washout. So let's take a look at the next 3 days. 64 is expected to be the high today. We'll start to see those showers roll their way in as we head through the middle of the morning, and then by Sunday we're starting to see a cool down in our temperatures, but more scattered rain will be in the forecast. So keep it here, Tosin. We'll have a full check of that forecast coming up.